other versatility in that would be you can target any number of keyword phrases when you're doing search, paid search marketing. By that I mean you can just show up for plumbing services. You could show up for HVAC services. You could show up for flooring services or repairing, anything that you choose to, which gives you more visibility and more specific for the solutions that you're offering. Whereas in a search, I'm sorry.
No, that sounds pretty good. Now, what on the next slide you were talking about? There was a quotation by Anis Ruda.
Thanks.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. It just is, although it just appears to be something unrealistic, looking at the number of websites that are out there and looking at the attention they get and the purposes that they serve, this could be very, very realistic. Like you build a website, you think about who will be visiting it and all of that. You write the content and you speak all of that. And, you just publish it and we expect people to show up. The problem with that is it doesn't happen, so easily. You need to get people and you need to be found by people. And depending on how fast or slow you want to be, these are the options. Okay, just to show up I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say the statistics that you have on the next page are pretty important too.
Yeah.
If you want to keep moving with that. I was saying that 90% of all internet traffic is generated from the search engines. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, I mean, we really need to be listed on the search engines for people to be able to find us.
Yes, and these numbers, thanks, Craig, are really very interesting because this has been, very steadily increasing over the past 10 years. And the more and more information is becoming available online, for people who are looking for information online, it just serves a lot of different purposes. They are able to check the communications. They are able to, do the research, find things and all of that. So the average time people used to spend on TV 10 years back versus now has drastically reduced. So this is where the action is. A lot of people are using, we can just, see ourselves, using it.
Okay, and if you go ahead and advance the slide, we can see some of the other statistics that you have there.
Yeah. Just to emphasize why we are trying to do this thing is when people are searching, they are not going to go past the third page. And it is becoming more and more important that you are there, and that is the first step. So if you're going to be on page 3, yeah.
Excuse me, you haven't advanced the slide, so we can't see that slide yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, here's a comparison of the traditional advertising versus, what is online.
We still can't see it. We still can't see it, Badal.
Oh, one second. Okay, now?
Yeah, except if you could back up to the slide that had the statistics.
Okay, sorry.
So that people can see that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, sorry about that. I think I just kind of moved something without me knowing. Okay, 90% of all internet traffic is generated from internet search engines. And looking at the numbers, 93% are using search engines to find websites. By that, they're looking for information. And they are not going to go past 30 results at all. A typical search engine results page would show 10 results. You may be able to set it to show 20 or 50 or 100, but not too many people do that and exercise that option. But they're okay with finding 10 answers and picking the right one from there. And all the decision making is getting more and more done based on the research on the internet searches, because there is a lot of information and it is openly available. You are able to compare the information, and you are able to make decisions based on that. One example would be you can find the prices. You can compare prices. You can just find the reviews and everything. So we'll just now get into the comparison as to why this is probably a better thing to do versus what is being done. So the traditional advertising. Yeah.
Excuse me. We have a request for you to speak a little bit louder.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is it louder now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Now, like we discussed, the comparisons and the differences between a traditional marketing that costs us a lot versus the new one, which is being used more and more, is mainly in a traditional advertising. You're just showing your ad, could be a video or anything, and just hoping that people will see it and hoping that they will take an action, which is you're just going to blanket it everywhere, and it is just a hope. You don't know how many people are going to respond. Totally contrasting would be in an online one, your ad will only show up if people are searching for that exactly. So I'll bring up the same example as to plumbing services. You can just go a newspaper, television, just show all of it. People are going to see in addition to all of them, all the other, advertisers and so on. But the online one or the internet marketing would only show your ad when somebody is searching for plumbing services or leaky toilet or bathroom fixing, anything. So the likelihood of someone paying attention to and taking the action that we request them to are much higher here, because to begin with they are looking for what you're offering. And the best thing is you just don't pay only to show up in front of them. Only if they click you pay it. So it is even more precise and all of it. As it is, it would be comparing a shotgun. You just take it. It's a lot of firepower. You could get the job done. Question is, do you have that kind of firepower that you can afford to waste? I'm not saying use, afford to waste. Yeah, if you have a shotgun, you could do it. Yeah, but you would need a lot of them to do it. Whereas in an online, it is more like, you're just taking aim, you know what to do, you understand, and you just research what you're going to solve and who would benefit, and you're going to show up only then. This is more of a targeted approach precisely to people that you're going to solve their problems.
Well, when Zig Ziglar often said one time, he said, if you're out hunting for a bird and you aim at the flock, you're going to be eating roast beef for dinner. So you have to be able to target the particular clients that you're looking for, and that's what the search advertising allows you to do.
This slide, I just have a few examples of the online advertising. There are different advertising models. Like, you pay for the number of times you show up. It is mainly for a visibility point of view. If you're just going to be there, you just want your name to be known. Yes, you just pay to show up and nothing else. For 1,000 times or impressions, you will pay a certain set fee. Again, even in this, although it is so broad, even this is only shown to people that are searching for what you're offering. So the likelihood of this being seen and paid attention to is much higher in comparison to traditional media advertising. Yeah, see, one other benefits of paid search marketing, as I see it, is this could be a very, very good lab or your testing ground to figure out and narrow down the phrases and words that you want to do the natural or organic optimization for, because here you get to try hundreds of words, thousands of words, eliminating and this region and different messages and different offers. By that I mean you have you have a television on sale and you can show two ads and they can be alternated. One would say you buy now and we give you 20% off. There are people who look at saving money right now. In contrast, there are people who don't care how much they save now, but they are more interested in the longer term. So